Hi everyone, I am Ketra. We're going to go ahead and do a collective reading together today. We're going to start out with oracle cards, and then we're just going to have tarot just explain a little bit more about the energy that this person is in, or these people collectively are in. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, just feel free to go over to my website. It is tarotandsoundhealing.com. Take a look at my calendar and we'll just go from there. Also, if you guys could subscribe and like the video, it helps me so much. But honestly, I just want to go ahead and get started because these oracle cards right here, the wilder ones, as soon as I cleansed my room and started to get everything ready for the videos, it was just like I needed to do a video with this one as the first deck. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what this oracle deck wants to say to us today. So you have... It's just interesting. I know there's a lot of snakes in tarot and oracle and things like that. But one of the messages I got was things that I would see today was a snake, which makes sense. But this card that's just so great. The message on here for you guys is burdened by circumstance. I heal with courage and stand up to injustice. So I don't know if this message resonates with you, but we're going to go ahead and get another one just for an additional message. Let's see. Plant now, thrive always. I nourish, care for, and love my future self. So I kind of love that. So snakes are, definitely all about like transforming, and a snake goes through their life and then sheds their skin and all of that. So what we're all doing down here is going through our life and kind of shedding the old so that the new can take place. So I love that I nourish, care for, and love my future self, because you may not like the circumstances that you're in right now, but if you just have patience with yourself, be nourishing and kind and lovingly abundant to yourself, you can get through anything. Just think about all the things that you've been through in your past, right? So we're going to go ahead and use Queen of the Moon Oracle for some additional messages before we tap into tarot. So how can they be assisted by the divine when they are burdened by circumstance, but yet they need to nourish and care for and love their future self? The void. So I think some of you might be encouraged to kind of like take some time to just go deep into some meditation. Feel the reasons why you feel the feelings you feel, and just kind of take stock in how far you've come is just what I feel. So feeling like you're a little bit burdened, a little bit lost, a little bit frustrated. Some of the channeled messages that I wrote down, I think, apply to this one. Feeling that intrepidation about future, we all do that. Like we just don't know what's going to happen, but we have this like drive to want to know and to be able to figure things out. So I think right now Spirit is just asking you to go into the void, go deep in the silence, because that's when you're going to get the intuitive hits from Spirit. They're going to guide you on how you should best move forward with whatever the situation is for you. Darkness. Okay, so yeah, it is pretty clear that your guides are trying to get you to kind of just slow down and kind of take stock in what they're trying to like gift you message-wise. We're going to go ahead and get some messages from the angels. So what message can support them right now as they go into the void, as they go into the darkness, to be able to come out? Oh, right. So it's like, when a snake goes into whatever it is they go into, to be able to like shed that skin. So I feel like that's important for this message. It feels like you're just being called to go in and dive deep into what it is that you're going through. So that it's like shadow work, right? So we're going to take that card. Letting go. I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. Absolutely. You need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you letting go is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And I think that's why the guides are asking you right now to go into the darkness, go into the void, so that you can release what no longer serves you. So I think we're going to tap into tarot really quick, and then we're going to end with a message from your inner child to kind of help you as you're navigating whatever this is for you. And again, if you would like some guidance, just make a comment. Let me know what it is that you're kind of going through, or what you might need help letting go of, and then we can kind of like, talk it out. But Spirit, show me what it is that they're energetically going through right now. Energetically, what are they going through right now? Wow. So you have the Three of Swords, and you have the World, and you have the Page of Cups. So we're just going to stop there for a second. So Three of Swords, clearly there is some kind of shadow work or something that you need to do. You need to work on your heart right now. So if I'm tapping into my emotions to connect with you guys, it does feel heavy on my heart right now. So whatever situation this is for you, this feels big, because you also have the World card right now. So with needing to heal your heart with a situation that has come up, and whether it was your world or it was the world that you thought, Spirit is asking you to go deep, go in, and do some work to heal your heart. And then Spirit is asking you to just go ahead and focus on what it is that you want to do moving forward that will heal your heart. So this is the Page of Cups. So our Page of Cups instinctively wants to just focus on something that's going to bring them happiness. The Page of Cups is very playful and nourishes ideas that others think are kind of like not obtainable. It's like with the Page of Cups, you want to focus on something that's going to really give you that divine connection to yourself. Like, I don't know, I'm a little bit on what it is that they're trying to tell me. What feels here there it is, because I kept feeling like I need to like look at my notes, because I wasn't getting the message clear enough. But the message for you right now is what fills your heart, your mind, and your soul. And that's what's going to help you heal the Three of Swords. Thank you. Sorry, that message took a minute for me to get. But I'm glad I didn't give up, because before, a while ago, when I had ego, I would have just given up on the video and this message. But I feel like this message is really important for somebody out there, that not to give up on yourself, to nourish and care for yourself and love your future self, because right now the situation does feel heavy for you. And it does feel like you need to just work one step at a time. Like I just heard, there's three swords in here, right? So just one thing at a time right now to be able to alleviate those swords from your heart, right? And then you have the World and the Page of Cups. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming next. So what is coming next for you guys? So you have the Justice. Oh, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, and you have Judgment. Wow. So again, so you have, like, out of 6 cards, you have half of them are major arcana cards. So this is a pretty big deal for you guys, right? So you have the Judgment card, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. You have Justice. You have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have Judgment. So I feel like the advice from Spirit moving forward is really to find that balance. Find the balance right now that you can, with being able to understand that what you're going through right now is literally to move forward towards that abundance of everything that it is that you're going for. Because once you're able to find that balance, once your situation starts to feel a little more justified to you in your mind. And I think that's going to happen once you're able to go into the darkness, go into the void, and be able to do that work on your heart. I think that that's when you're going to come out on the other side, let's say, in that 10 of Pentacles energy. I just feel like you've all of a sudden got this like deep understanding of why you went through what you went through, why that cycle had to start ending, and why Spirit was asking you literally to just focus on being playful minded, focus on the direction that you're going on being something that really like ignites your heart, fills your heart, your mind, your spirit, and your soul. And then that's the call. That's the call that the divine is trying to give you. I just feel kind of almost like a cry release kind of feeling. Oh, that's interesting, because feeling, interpretation, release what you think you can't do, you can. You absolutely can, because you're being called to go through this situation, whatever this is for you. And I apologize for the messages being scattered, but this is what I think Spirit was trying to get me to get across to you guys, is that there was a significant reason that you had to go through this situation, because it's going to provide that fairness, that balance that you didn't have through this situation. And then, like I said, it's going to gift you that abundance of everything kind of like falling in line. So I hope that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 3 cards of advice, and then we're just going to ask your inner child what they want you to know right now. So what is 3 cards of advice for them as they're moving forward, understanding why they needed to go through that situation? So you have the 8 of Swords, you have Temperance, and you have the 9 of Swords. So whatever the situation is for you, you're slowly getting the clarity that you've been asking for. The 8 of Swords wants you to just step outside of fear. Just because we don't know the why at the beginning a situation had to happen doesn't mean that you have to sit and be bound by those thoughts. So you're being asked to kind of like take that blindfold off and step outside of fear to be able to continue to move forward on your journey. And that's going to give you so much harmony and healing. You're going to take this bad situation or this emotionally heavy situation, and you're going to turn it into something so much better. That's that 10 of Pentacles energy right there. And then what that's going to do is it's going to get you out of that 9 of Swords energy. So the 9 of Swords is like a recurring nightmare is what the gist of this card is. But being able to see that you have the 8 of Swords and then the 9 of Swords, I see you progressively moving forward through your fear and out of the fear and the weight of this situation. So I absolutely love that for you. You just have to do a little bit of shadow work right now. You just have to kind of go into that void and just be one with yourself. So we're going to go ahead and get a message from the inner child just to see what your inner child wants you to know right now. Wow. You have say yes. Now is the time to be open and receive. So Spirit is just asking you to literally be open to the guidance that they want to give you if you're able to go slow and tap in to the divine. And we're going to do one more message. Today is the day. It is time to begin the journey. So whenever you find this video, today is the day to begin the work that you need to do on yourself to heal your heart. So I hope this has helped. If you need a little bit more guidance, just feel free to leave me a comment. And until the next video, you guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.